Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Then build that back across there. And build those over there like that. And just sort of hook that round. So they're ready to go and build everything on this side. And that ladder will be removed. And I'm just waiting on that bit in there. Bert is back in here and doing more research. Bert is... Are you running out of oxygen? I know he's really, really tired. We're going to need Bert to move soon. But I like the way that the water is running here. It's not running ridiculously fast. It's just kind of flowing through at a gentle pace. And filling this up. Are we going to want that one completely filled up or not? Let's open that up a bit more. This is another question, is do I actually want this one completely filled up? I think I do. Or at least I want to fill up with what we've got right here, because like, when that spreads out, I think that will be fine. And we've just gone and picked up Max. We're going to be picking up these other people as well. And then I'm going to make sure that we pick up everything out of here. That is needing to be analysed as well. I will get to that one after I've done this one here. You know what? We're going to priority 9 the two researches. That one up there, analyze priority 9 on that one as well. So that the research bit is given maximum priority by all of these. Ashcan is doing some research. These guys over here, they're busy doing their research and they're digging stuff out. The temperature in this area in here is 200 degrees. It's actually cooling down quite quickly in here. It really is actually cooling down quite quickly. It's quite cool up in there as well. So the temperature, the heat is dissipating quite rapidly throughout all of this area. I've got one more bit of insulated tile to do up there. Plus I've got some digging to do. All of the... food has decayed. This is looking all right. That's generator idle up there. It's not great up there, but that's doing all right. That one has now emptied out, so you can be switched off. That's running flat out. I haven't actually got much in the way of spare gas in here. Most of our power is currently running off of these gas turbines. Off of the natural gas generators. That's where most of our power is coming from right now, which is not an ideal situation to be in, I don't think. I suppose it could be worse. But you in here with your water, this isn't very hot in here. I haven't got very much steam in here. And I'm wondering if maybe completely submerging the other volcano in water like I've gone and done is the right option. Maybe that is not what I should have done. Maybe I should have done that a little bit differently. But, I mean, I suppose if all of that heats up to 100 degrees, it's going to take a lot longer for anything else to happen. At least that's what I'm assuming. Right, you're building in there, so let me just pause that a second and kill off those two ladders. We'll kill off the top two at the first. I'm also going to go into base, and I'm going to go to insulated tile. I'm going to bring that down so that I've just got a gap of 2. And then that just needs to be closed off right at the end. There's not going to be anything else that we're going to need to do in there. I want to remove everything from inside here. I'm also going to go there, base. That's going to go under there. It's going to go right from that side, and it's going to go through here like this. And then I'm going to dig out that and that. I'm going to remove all of it. They're already putting everything in there. And once they've gone and removed all of that, I'm then going to also go to the collection, move everything, and I'm going to pick that lot up and we're going to use it. I'm going to sweep everything there. Storage unavailable for abyssalite, iron, and copper. I'm going to need some more storage. And it's going to need to be for metals. Like, I've got these storage bins. They're completely crammed full. Where can I use? Storage bins can go up here, I suppose. No, that's a bit of a waste of space up there. I'll put them over here, look. Let's go to base. Storage bin. There's 4 of them there, and there's 4 of them there. And we'll do 4 of them for iron, 4 of them for copper. That's what I'm going to do in there. I'm busy delivering some granites in here. You can build that one. I can have one of those in there. Industrial ingredient. No. Metal. Manufactured material. No. Miscellaneous. Refined metals. I'm going to have one that's completely for refined metals. Copy the settings and go in there. So it'll just be the mixture of refined metals in there. And then my other one that I had over this side... abyssalite. I'm completely full with abyssalite. So you got granite. Oh no, that's what it's made out of. Raw mineral. That's all raw minerals. That's all of them in there. So I'm just going to take all of them then, and I'm going to copy the settings, and I'm going to put it into that one there. So I got raw minerals, and there I've got the various irons, and that will clean that lot up. And then I'm also going to want to go insulated tiles. I'm going to put those into there, and put another lot under there for no particular reason, really. Just because I think it's a good idea. Analysis complete on that volcano down there. That's good. This is very, very good, actually. Let's have a look. Next activity in another 12 cycles. Active is 52 out of every 89. So it's active for most of the time, and then eruption period is 87 seconds for every 10,000. So the eruption period is not that great. I just got some more printables turn up. I just want to see how they're doing with all of the tiles and everything over here. I've got a lot of stuff there that I've demanded to be swept. Right, those are saying that they're unreachable. They should be reachable soon. They're just not reachable quite yet. I've used up all of the tasteful memorials. I don't know if I got any more dead bodies anywhere. I hope that I don't. But there is a distinct possibility that I've got one somewhere. There is a very distinct possibility that we've got dead bodies somewhere. The temperature has really dropped in here. It's because of this. It's because I'm constantly sort of going through. So, how can I get in through here without letting the steam escape and without letting the heat and everything escape as well? Like, I'm really not sure how I should do that. Maybe I am. Maybe I had it right before. Maybe I should have just been going through there, or maybe I should have that open so that the water just drips back down through. And I don't have a cooling. Maybe I don't want cooling in here. How much can the... Like, what's the overheat temperature of this one? Wait, I know what I need to do. Go to power and have a look in here. The heavy watt conductive wire. Right there. Overheat temperature plus 50. 50 cannot be run. It doesn't tell me what the actual temperature is. Go to you. Potential load. Properties. Properties don't tell me a lot. It just gives me a melting point. Energy. That's everything that it's coming from. Maximum safe wattage. No. I don't think wire has a melting point. Wire may not actually have a melting point. Properties here. Thermal conductivity 120. No, it's not going to tell me anything. Errands. Status. That's not really telling me a lot of information either about when something is going to... I want to know when it's going to overheat. Overheat. Oh, there. We got that one. Overheat temperature 1050 degrees. So I don't need to have insulated tiles on there. I can change this over. This then can be removed. We can just go through that manual airlock there. The only thing I'm going to need is to change that one from a heavy watt conductive wire to one of the other types of wire. Right, I've got a plan here. I can get rid of that bit. We're not going to need that, and that will allow the steam to stay. You can sort of stay where you are as well. We're not going to worry about you. I'm going to switch that one. No, what I'll do is I can actually add this in here, so I don't need to change anything else around. If I go down there and go to heavy watt joint plate like that, and I pop that one in on there, and I put the heavy watt conductive wire there like that, I can wait for that to be built before I get rid of the other bit, and then I can sort of start changing over some of these other bits as well, and hopefully that will work a little bit better than what I've got right now. This one is almost finished. I can go and remove those three right there. That is an unreachable build, so you're going to have to be removed so that I can reach the other bit of the build. Then I can fill it all in. That one is almost done, and then I can seal that off completely. I've got one little bit there, storage unavailable, abyssalite. Can I get you to just move it, maybe? Is that what I could do? Like, if I get them to just take all of that away, like that. Another idea. We get rid of those two. I will dig that out there. That one has now been analyzed. Active period 68.5 every 120 cycles. So it's only active about half the time. But it does erupt for a very long time. So a steam vent is particularly useful. It's just not very useful right now. So we've got a lot of dormancies going on. I want to dig off that one little bit right there. We've got some deliveries going in here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to remove that one and that one. So it's going to clean out everything inside there now, because those bits are going to drop down. And then I'm going to go back here into insulated tile. I'm going to rebuild that. I'm going to rebuild that. I'm going to put one in here. And then as soon as they've gone and built those other two there, that'll be everything. And then that one is sealed, and it will only go out and it'll be used from there. Which means that this room out here can then be used for a whole load of other things, which will be rather helpful. You're building that bit up there, and you're building that one into there, and then I've just got that one up there. I've got to wait for them to start building that one before I can do anything else. Actually, I can just do that now. Right, you cancel sweep. There. Right, that's now completely sealed off. That is good. This here, I have filled that tank up completely with water, which I'm thinking was perhaps a mistake. May have made an error in judgment on that. We'll have to find out. What I do need to do is cancel... I need to delete that bit. This water here, that's going to drop down here and head down to the big pond that we've got underneath, which I can easily put out through there. I can just go along and I can dig there and dig that bit. I dig over to there like that. Well, you know what? I'll just dig the whole lot out. We'll dig it all out. Because I can always remove a piece of wall here and drain some of that down. That is always an option. Alright? There's nothing to stop me from going to do that. So we can work through that like that. That's now all completely sealed in. It's going to be a little while before we get it back, but I'm fine with that. You in here, you've got molten copper. Well, it's no longer molten copper, but we've got, like, 200 degrees in here. There's plenty of steam coming through, but I just don't have enough water in here, I don't think. And that's what I wanted to do here, right? I've gone and made some changes right on that bit. And this is part of my plan in here. So I'm thinking that this manual airlock bit here, I'll get rid of this. This can sort of be dug out. So that one, deconstruct that one, and go to the base, build some insulated tile. So just got to wait for them to come up. There's someone. There's 3 people on their way up, so they should be going in to remove that one. Actually, there's some of them going to go and get copper, so I just want to do that. Seal that back off again. And then this side here won't be used. They will just be coming out of this other side. Then in here, I've got heavy watt conductive wire, deconstruct. That one is more heavy watt. Deconstruct that. Someone was scolding here somewhere. Somehow. Who was scolding and how? That shouldn't be physically possible, should it? Is that possible? Maybe it was in here. No, it shouldn't be. That water there, that runs down here. That... No, there's nothing else going on down there. Right, I'll go back up here. I do want to... 2 bits of tile in there so that water can run out and dribble across this side. Too much water in here. There's definitely too much in here. This can now be taken away. And that'll be able to be... I can reach that from all sides, so that can just be eliminated there completely. I don't need to change that in the slightest. And then we go back over... Long commutes, new printables. I keep forgetting about the printables at the moment. I know that we do one. Let's just take the copper. We'll have a little bit of that. It's not going to hurt us to have a little bit extra of that. And we can take those off. There's a little bit of water gone through. There's a bit in here. But this in here, look. I'm pretty certain I've got too much. I am pretty certain I've got too much in there. And now... Ooh, look. Okay, this is really good. These are now actually filling up. So how many have I got in here? I got 1, 2, 3. You know, I can just go and have a look in there. No, wait. That doesn't actually tell me how many I've got in this room. It says that they're happy. What does it say? Happiness for... Tame... Yeah, he's happy. He's happy. Reproduction rate plus 900%. That's good. Right, it didn't really say a lot else about that in there. We've got more stone eggs coming in from this way. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. I've got 1 egg over there. There's another egg in there. That's going to make 7 of them in total, which means that we're going to start wanting to put some in here as well. We've got 6 of 7 in there. Oh, I see. You just mouse over that bit. And 5 of 7 in that one at the moment, but then we're sort of waiting on the extra bits. That's now been removed on there. They're picking up some meat over there. Of course... I did forget to start with that the animals die of old age. You don't actually have to go and kill them off. They do die of old age. Next, we will put a manual airlock in there, and then I'll do an insulated tile in here. And I'm going to put... There's no point, because this is 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they won't be able to reach that bit up there anyway. So I can't do anything with that. I just need them to go and build this bit. I've got ladder coming across into there. This is no longer really matter. I'm wondering if I should open this up and allow the water to sort of completely spread across the floor here, or if I want to keep it in a sort of tight little circuit in here. I'm not really sure about that. But what I do want to do is I want to change this to mesh tile. On there, at least. If that is mesh tile, then the water that goes up here will be able to drop back onto the copper volcano, and that will help it out. But then I'm sort of thinking, I'm wondering if this pipe should be here at all, or whether this steam... The problem with that is it will allow the steam to go up into this area. And that, I don't know if that is an issue or not. I don't think it is. I don't think that's a problem, but it might be a problem. That's the sort of situation we're in right now. Is I don't think it is, but it still might be. And yeah, I'm kind of like unsure either way. Now, temperature overlays in here. We're 98 degrees on that bit. See, it only goes to about 100 degrees inside here. I get a load more steam coming off of that one in another 12 cycles. So I could put another steam vent on there. But I think steam in here is going to be the way forward for a little while. I don't want to do that yet. I want to sort of just make sure that this has all been done right down here. How long have you got? You got 70 seconds. So now we can have a look and we can see this bit out here. I could probably just eliminate that if I wanted to. I might. I want to see what this is going to do. It will very quickly. So we've got our temperature overlay in here. I'm cooling this up here, and this is the bit that I'm unsure of. Should I be cooling that or not? I'm thinking that being cooled down, because now this is suddenly erupting, so everything is really, really heating up. Everything is being wrapped in steam, but this is then immediately cooling it down. And is this something that we want? Do we want to be cooling this down or not? That right in there, that is rapidly cooling, so the steam is not... You know what? We're not using the steam anywhere in steam temperature below 125 degrees, which, if we look up here, that steam temperature there is only at 100 degrees, so it's not going to be able to do anything much in there, unless I suppose we sort of tighten it in a bit. That knot gate in there, how hot can you get? Properties, thermal conductivity, insulated melting point, temperature. It doesn't tell me how hot it can get, but I've had things getting damaged in there when they've reached 100 degrees, although it's underwater, so it shouldn't get any hotter than that. Ignore that bit up there for a minute. Right. I think we want to remove this cooling loop. I don't think we want. I think we want the steam to stay in here. So it is going to get hotter in here. Maybe we will have to bring the cooling loop back. So we're not going to completely eradicate this cooling loop. All I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to go with the pipe right there, and I'm going to put that down there like that, and then I'm going to go with delete the pipe there, delete the pipe there, like that. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to change anything else, but what I am doing is I'm removing this bit of the cooling loop so that it instead just goes in a straight line down through here. Alright, cooling loop has been removed. We will mop up that little bit in there. Now we've got water going in here. Then we'll also go in here. We'll remove the ladder from in there. And then I can start removing some of these other bits as well, because I don't need any of this in here anymore. The big question is whether or not I have all of this as a loop or not. I don't think I will at the moment. I think we'll just leave it. So that right in there, that means that that's going to get hotter. We got not enough steam at the moment, and steam temperature below 125. I'm all right with that. We'll leave that as it is, and we'll hope that we can sort of work through this. The steam temperature at 125 does concern me a bit for my plans over here, whether or not that's even going to work, but we don't need to concern ourselves with it just yet. We're looking at this. How long have you? You got 8 cycles left yet. So you got a little bit to go. The water in here has now been all cleaned out, so I can do that, mop that up clean, and there's no point in mopping anything up there because I can't reach it. Well, yes, I can. I can jump up over there, and then I can get down to there. That's too much liquid. Just ignore that. And do that one. No, I can't. I deliberately made it so that I couldn't reach it. So I'll do that, and then we're going to go back into the base in here, and go to ladder, and I'm going to put the ladder back in there so that they're able to get back up round, which means that they will be able to get the materials that we've got on the floor up here. We'll be able to go and pick them all up. We'll be able to make use of them. There, we're just coming up through, and we're doing some mopping. I've got a bit of mopping I can do up on there. Not in there. That's too much liquid down through those. But you mop up a whole load of that. That would be great. There. So I've now got a load of iron here that I can actually access, which is a good thing. Everything else we've got, I got a bit of mopping I can do in there, and come down here, and a bit more down here, and then that is lots of mopping, and more, and more, and more. Right. Clear all of that lot up. That'll keep you lot going. And then that will just stay as it is. I don't need to make any changes on there. And I was looking at you. You got 0.2 cycles. This is the one that we want to see. We want to see if now, if I've got this right. Whether or not I want to be having my stuff sort of pumping up through here or not. Is this something I want to have? Yeah, it's going to suddenly turn all of this water that we've got down here into steam. Temp shift plate up there is 19 degrees now. This temperature overlay, if you look in here, which means that that ice could very well melt soon. But by removing this cooling loop in here, rising pressure erupts in 45 seconds. I think removing that cooling loop was the correct decision. Right, that should allow the steam to operate the steam turbine rather than operating anything else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there goes the copper. It's going to sit in there. And that's instantly turning this water into steam, which is turning all of this into steam in here. More water coming down. I got bits of copper, so I'm still losing bits of steam out through there. What am I heat damaging? Turbine too hot. It's the steam. The actual steam turbine itself has gotten too hot. Right. Steam turbine too hot. Overheat temperature 1050, it says there. Turbine too hot. It says the overheat temperature is higher than that. Right, so I had that bit. I did do all that wrong. We've got to change that back again. Well, that's fine. We can change that back again. Which means that I do want to keep the cooling loop. Yeah. But then, like, they're coming in round. It's... I really don't know how to do this efficiently so that I can keep getting that copper. I think we're just going to keep losing stuff out of here. But there is another way that we could do this, maybe. Maybe there is another way that I can do this. Like, if I go there for plumbing, and I go with a bottle emptier right here. Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.